What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So look, y'all, I just finished watching Gervonta Davis versus Frank the Ghost Martin. And Gervonta Tank Davis stops Frank Martin in the 8th round. Vicious knockout, right? But up until that point, up into the knockout, up until like 2 rounds before the knockout, Frank had this fight very competitive. Frank looked good. He fought a lot better than a lot of people expected, including myself, right? The difference in this fight was all the experience and Tank's power. I always say this, man, when a fighter has been boxing since they were kids, bro, it's hard to beat them dudes when you just started boxing when you're 19, unless you got some otherworldly power. It's hard to beat them dudes that have been boxing since they were kids because they have a certain level of skill, craftsmanship. They understand the fight game. Their ring IQ is brilliant. They know how to set traps in ways that a guy who started at 19 years old, like Frank Martin, they don't have that. Tank got experience. Bro, Tank been fighting for the longest of time. Frank really stumbled into fighting when football and everything didn't work out. You know what I mean? So it's different levels, right? But anyway, after the fight, I see fans, boxing fans, really casual fans, trashing Frank Martin. And like, listen, man, and casual fans trash a lot of fighters when they take a loss. They trashing Errol Spence after a loss, you know. And I'm going to say this, boxing needs casual fans. I love this sport of boxing. We need casual fans to tune in order to keep this sport alive, relevant, in order to keep this sport booming, in order to keep this sport exciting. We need casual fans so people can have watch parties. So I can't really talk boxing with people my age. I'm 31. The only fighters that people my age know is Deontay Wilder and Tank Davis. Then they know Bud Crawford and Errol Spence after they just most recent fight. A lot of people can't even tell you the weight class that Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence fight in. They can't tell you the weight class that Tank Davis fights in. A lot of people do not know, for real, who Devin Haney is. They don't really know Shakur Stevenson, my age. Like, it's just they heard of them, but they don't really know them, right? So we need casual fans to help grow the sport and help to keep it maybe one day getting close to what, or a fraction close to what it used to be, right, in popularity. But casual fans really hurt the sport I love. Why is that? Casual fans will make it seem like when you take a loss, you ain't shit, you garbage. I'm looking at comments about Frank Martin. Not Frank Martin trash, Frank a bum, he weak, he ain't shit, he never was on shit, he ain't nothing, he trash, he garbage. I saw a comment before the fight. Errol Spence, Jermell Charlo are in Frank Martin's locker room. Why? Frank Martin is signed to Errol Spence promotional company, right? He's signed to that promotional company, right? They also, well, Errol don't use Derrick James no more, right? But they all were fighting under the same stable of Derrick James. Jermell Charlo does. So of course they're in there supporting Frank Martin. And I see a comment that says Frank's whole locker room is full of guys who lost or full of guys who got beat. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this, bro? Do y'all know? Back in the day, everybody used to take losses, bro. Everybody. Some of the greatest fighters in the world have taken losses. Muhammad Ali lost to Leon Spinks in Leon Spinks' seventh professional fight. Muhammad Ali was Leon Spinks' 7th professional fight, and he beat Muhammad Ali, right? Now, granted, that was later in Ali's career, right? But hell, in Ali's 32nd fight, he lost to Joe Frazier. A lot of people feel like he never really beat Ken Norton. He lost to Ken Norton the first time when he was 31 years old in 73, and then he won the second time, but in a split decision. But a lot of people feel like Ken Norton really beat him then. Let's go to Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard, he lost, to Roberto Duran. Ray Leonard lost to Terry Norris. Hector Camacho, now he garbage, right? Now I know the Terry Norris and Hector Camacho losses came later in his career. But the Roberto Duran came when he was a prime fighter, and he lost, right? Let's go, because we're going to go all through. Marvelous Marvin Hagler lost to Bobby Watts in what his 27th career, 26th professional fight. He lost to Willie Monroe like 2 fights after that by unanimous decision. Do people call Marvin Hagler garbage and trash? No, they don't, right? Let's go to Thomas Hearns. Tommy Hearns got stopped by Sugar Ray Leonard in 1981. Got stopped by him. And Tommy, you can't tell me Tommy ain't no legendary fighter. Tommy got stopped by Marvin Hagler, a legendary fighter. Tommy got stopped by Iran Barkley. He's still a legendary fighter, right? Let's go to, what's my man name? What's my boy name, man? I'm tripping. James Toney. He lost to Montel Griffin twice. You gonna tell me lights out ain't no dog? Ain't no champion boxer? Roy Jones took L's. Antonio Tarver. He garbage now. Losses happen in this sport, bro. When you daring to be great, you might lose, man. Only listen. A lot of the casual fans, this is the problem. A lot of y'all came in during the Floyd Mayweather era. And where Floyd never lost his O, and he put emphasis on how he's never been beaten, he never took a loss. So that made the casual fan look at people who take a loss before as garbage and trash. Because hell, Floyd never lost to nobody, right? But Floyd is a chameleon. He is a unicorn, rather. He's a unicorn. 1 in a million. A lot of guys take losses. All-time great fighters take L's. And they come back and they bounce back from it. You know, the public didn't write them off as trash and ain't shit after they took their loss. Because guess what? You live to fight another day. And you keep fighting and you still could very well be world champion after that. The way people act like Errol Spence ain't shit, like he was never shit, he garbage. They act like his whole run at 147 never happened. Like he didn't go over there and stop Kell Brook. After Kell Brook was about to run through the welterweight division and got that strap. Like he didn't go and beat Sean Porter for the WBC strap. Like he didn't smoke Mikey Garcia after you had Sugar Ray Leonard saying Mikey was going to beat him. And you had George Foreman saying Mikey was going to beat Errol Spence. Errol smoked him all 12 rounds. Errol go and beat up on Danny Garcia way worse than Danny Garcia ever been beat up on in his life. After the major car accident, he does this. And also, he stops Yordenis Ugas, a guy that people felt like really beat Sean Porter, right? But now Errol ain't shit. He garbage. He trash. He ain't nothing. Let y'all tell it. The boxing fans, bro, y'all can really make this sport great, but a lot of times y'all make this sport weak by how like everybody is written off after a loss like they ain't shit. Errol, like Frank whole locker room full of guys who lost before. Bro, losses happen in this sport, dog. Losses happen, man. Like, Frank is a very good fighter. He went against a legendary I think when it's all said and done, Tank gonna be a legendary fighter. Legendary. He's in his era right now. We're gonna get to the Tank Davis era. This is his shit now. And his confidence is high. And it's gonna be hard to turn that shit off. His momentum is high. It's matching his confidence. He feels like he is the one. He's been feeling like that for a while, but he really feels it, and you can sense it in the way he talks, the way he walks, the bounce in his step. It's going to be hard to knock that motherfucker off the mountaintop, right? It is. But Tank is a generational talent. Frank is a very good fighter. He ran into a generational talent and lost. Now he trash and he ain't shit. Boxing fans, y'all very fickle. Not boxing fans. The casuals, I don't want to talk bad on y'all because we need y'all. I love y'all and we need y'all to watch this sport. But the way y'all trash people when they take a loss is really weak to me. I don't like stuff like that. Oh, he garbage now because he took a loss. Man, losses can happen in this sport, man. The greatest fight, Muhammad Ali, the greatest loss. Mike Tyson took L's against Evander Holyfield and Buster Douglas and Lennox Lewis. Like, they not no trash. You don't call them trash or nothing because they took L's. But it's like when other fighters lose now, that's why y'all don't get the big fights happen. That's why we don't get the big fights, because people are scared to be ridiculed and called trash and garbage when they take L's versus championing. Or you don't champion a fight. Instead of champion the fighter, instead of y'all being like rooting the fighter on and like so giving him praises and salute him for taking on a hard challenge and giving the world an exciting fight to see, y'all trash in the moment they lose. Frank Martin put up a valiant effort, right? And you got trolls acting like he ain't shit and he garbage because he took an L, bro. And that's why that shit steers some fighters from fighting certain guys and giving us some of the fights that we want to see, because they scared of how y'all, the casuals, gonna call them trash and ain't shit when they take a loss. When we all have known losses is a part of the game in this sport. Not everybody is blessed to leave what they owe, baby. Only a few guys who are all-time great have left what they owe. You can always lose that, oh man, and act like that. Like, bro, it's clowned out to me, man, if you ask me. You know, acting like, you know, these guys are garbage and all that because they got stopped by you, because he got knocked out by a generational talent, he garbage. How the fuck do that sound? If anything, that's taking away credit from what Tank Davis is and his boxing IQ and the things he does in the ring and the traps he sets. You taking credit away from it. You know, calling him a bum, calling him trash, so you, okay, Tank fighting bums. You calling them garbage, man, all that, man, it really takes away from the sport in a lot of ways. But a lot of y'all came in during the Floyd Mayweather era where if you took a loss, you ain't shit now, you garbage. Bro, legend, like, man, I'm tired of repeating myself, but y'all know what I'm saying. Legendary fighters have come in this game and lost. That don't make them no less legendary, bro. No less legendary, but, like, I don't know. Just, I can't with y'all calling Frank Martin trash and everybody trash to take a loss. It's very annoying. It's very irritating, even though I love casual fans because we need y'all. But y'all got to stop. When a fighter take a loss, it's probably bound to happen at some point for the most part, unless you're one of those generational, once-in-a-lifetime fighters that I believe Gervonta Tank Davis is. He's a generational, once-in-a-lifetime talent. You know? But y'all to act like, nah, Frank ain't shit and all that, and making fun of losses from Jermell Charlo and Errol Spence, like, that's just garbage to me. Like, bro, dudes still be world class. They just lost. Like, Bud is just on a different level. He's some different shit that Errol ain't gonna never be able to match up well with, you know? But he lost to a generational all-time great. He didn't lose to some bum on the street and now he bum. He ain't lose to no, like, you know. Anyway, man. Anyway, what am I talking about? What do I know? Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.